You threw me off there, man. Anyway, guys, welcome back to Real Gonna Talk TV. Today, we got a hammer in the building. Big Honcle Mark. You see, representing for Jamaica. You know what I mean?
Yep,
Big West Ham fan. Got
each
smoked,
and every.
that was definitely a penalty. What are you saying, Mark? What are you saying? Talk to the people. How you feel about the game yesterday?
Yes, nephew, man. What you saying, man? You good?
All good, man.
Yes,
Back
yes.
over in sunny Cyprus now. It was just
That's
yesterday I
right.
was
That's
doing
right.
in that rainy England and I'm back home now. Yeah.
Yeah, man. You need to figure, man. You need to come back, man, because our form was better when you was over here, man. Every time you fly back over there, then we have a problem. And yeah, we definitely had a problem yesterday. Can't say it was a big surprise. Can't say it wasn't foreseen. But it was typical Arsenal, typical West Ham. West Ham was workmanlike. Arsenal, similar, good team. No special effects, but they got the job done, so you got to respect that, man.
Yeah. So as I said, I didn't get to watch the match because I was actually flying for work or flying back to work. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna. Yesterday I did a video with my younger brother Dan, and I had to lean heavily on him, and I'm gonna lean heavily on you as well today. I did
yeah.
see the extended highlights about 25 minutes ago, so I saw a little bit more, but not enough to warrant my opinion, if you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
yeah, how do you think West Ham set up, played, and executed the manager's tactics? Do you think they played well yesterday, despite the loss?
Well, to talk about that game from West Ham perspective, we've obviously got to go back a week where we obviously woke up on a Saturday morning and found out that our manager Graham Potter had been sacked, which was a typical West Ham type of move. Considering we had a game with Everton on a Monday, and the manager had the team for a week or so to go and train, and then on a Saturday they decided to get rid of the manager, bring Nuno in, and he got 2 days to prepare for a game. So, he did what I did like from that. So it's Nuno in, I do think that was the right move.
I reckon.
And he came in, and what I liked about him was that he addressed one of the key areas that we was faltering this season, which was the midfield. Another aging, tired midfield with Suchek and James Ward-Prowse in it. And he changed that round, brought in a new signing, Magasca from France, I think from Lens, and also brought in. We had Fernandez that we brought in from Southampton, two 21-year-olds, and and that were coupled with Paqueta, I thought was a good selection. So
Mhm.
we get a draw at Everton, and it comes on to Arsenal game. So we're obviously not a team high on confidence, and it showed yesterday. I would say as a backdrop, where compared to Arsenal, who got the late minute winner against Newcastle and had a functional performance in the week, confidence was higher. And so I thought, as a game, I thought it was. I think two teams respected each other. I think Arsenal didn't come there approaching the game like they're going to walk us over, and we didn't approach it that we got no chance in the world. But it was quite apparent from early doors that it was going to be it was an uphill battle for West Ham, which is fine. You know what I mean? We've never. I'm one of those. I'm not one of them supporters who sees Arsenal as. Whereas we don't like Spurs, Arsenal have always been a friendly club to us, and yeah, we don't really. It's only, but as they say these days, it's the Declan Rice derby. So that was the only thing that obviously Declan getting the goal, and it just shows. I think for me, it showed two teams. Look, let's go back to the summer because I mean, Uncle Hammer in that, I'm saying, historian, and that's how me I deal with
This
things. And
looked out.
we have to always go back and look at the past to judge what's going on in the future. We can't just talk about yesterday, what I'm saying? And let's just go back to the recent past of the summer
Mhm.
and the fact that, I'm saying, Arsenal spent what, 250 mil, what I'm saying? Where net, say, whereas West Ham, we probably spent about 75 mil.
Mhm.
And that's what was reflected yesterday. You could see the 250 mil versus the 75 mil that we added to our team over the summer. And so when a team does spend so much money, expectation is that they do well. And unlike some Arsenal supporters, I think Arteta's done a great job. You know what I mean? Because a lot of managers can spend money and whatnot, but I think over the years he's done a great job. I think
I
you
agree.
know what I mean. I think he's done a great job. Like 4 or 5 years ago when we was, I'm saying, they're winning European trophies in there. I can remember we was finishing ahead of Arsenal, and even then I saw. Do you know when I saw Arsenal was like back? Was
Right.
when I think it was like a free game or something like that we had with you guys where we was at that time we were spanking London teams and Arsenal come back from 3-0 down and nearly slapped us, nearly come back. And from then, I'm saying I've seen like Arsenal have more confidence over the years and I think they've done well.
Mhm.
So we respect Arsenal, what I'm saying. I mean, we sold, for me, Declan Rice done his thing, he's won his trophy, he's there with you guys. And I was quite impressed. I was impressed. I was happy to see Odegaard go off. I was happy to see him because I think he's been playing well. But it wasn't Saka was nice yesterday, he done well. Um, Calafori, I was surprised how adventurous he was because I just see him as a centre back, but he put a shift in. He was an attacking threat, definitely. Declan's Declan. Declan, there was one part, it did make me chuckle because our French boy, Madagascar, I'm butchering his name, but
You
that's what
are
I'm going to
butchering
call
the
him.
name.
Yeah, good. Correct me, please. I'm
I
saying
only
it's
saw it. I only
Southampton.
saw it in the highlights today. I don't know it. It's like Madu. Oh,
Magasa, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I did know it, but
Be
yeah,
a holding
sorry. Like,
midfielder you on about, yeah?
he's a holding midfielder. He's been brought in to fill that void that we've never successfully filled since Declan
Okay.
departed, and that's one of the reasons for our issues that we've never really properly covered that position. And and he done okay. He done okay. I'm saying I was happy that they picked him. I'm saying because as I said, we needed more youth in the midfield, and I
Mhm.
think we done okay in the midfield. You know what I mean? Like they tracked their men and all that. But there was one point when you could see McArthur went into Declan Ryan on a touchline to go and close him down, like he would anybody. And Declan just gave him a body weave and
Mhm.
just went total different direction, just like total different dimensions. And there I was like, okay, yeah, levels. There was levels there.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying? But
that's also a learning curve for him as well, isn't it?
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You know what I mean? It was a little cheeky one. You could see like between midfields, he probably went, uh-huh. So this is what the Premiership is all about now. Okay. So you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I didn't feel like we didn't get hurt. It wasn't like what I mean, obviously we've suffered, I mean, we haven't done well in the derbies this season. We've lost to Spurs, we lost to Palace the other week, and we lost to Chelsea. The Spurs and Chelsea games, we got spanked. The Palace game, we was unlucky, in my opinion, but it could have went either way. And obviously we've lost this one. So we haven't done well in the derbies, but I believe that this performance was good. And I think it wasn't good. It was a platform that we can use going forwards. But yeah. So
Yeah.
that's my long-winded way of saying it.
All right. From the highlight that I saw, and I did look at the stats as well. You guys only had like four shots in total. I don't think there was any on target. But from
Yeah.
the highlights that I saw, you guys had, I think it was two, is it Somerville? He had a decent shot or something. Um, he looked quite attacking. I think I saw him on wide left running
He
out.
is, yeah. 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 He is a very good player. Yeah, yeah.
He looked quite potent, like he could do something for you lot, you know. I don't know. Do you think at the moment West Ham's issue is player quality or is it balance? What would you say?
Yeah, a little bit of both, a little bit of both, but I think it's mostly confidence. I think if you look at that starting 11 yesterday, that's like that could be a top eight starting 11. I think you can't say Brentford's squad or first team 11 or Palace's first team 11 or Brighton. They've got a better first team 11. Let's look at it. We've got, you know what I'm saying? We've got Jarrod Bowen, England starter, great player. We've got Lucas Paqueta, Brazil's number 10. You know
Bro,
what I'm saying?
really good.
We've got Fernandez. We bought for 40 to 50 million over the season,
Who is this
and
Fernandez?
so Fernandez, he played for Southampton last season. He came from Benfica. Southampton bought him from Benfica, and he's an under 21 player for Portugal, and he's gone up all the ranks and whatnot. He's central midfielder, say number 8, who's a box to box midfielder.
Yeah.
Very fast, very, and I was very impressed with him yesterday. Actually, he filled a lot of gaps. You don't see a lot what he does, but he's very fast, very good midfielder, and he stabilised things in midfield for us. Done really well for us actually. So yeah, good player there, good goalkeeper. So the team, but what was lacking was an identity. I
Okay.
think that was the problem, lacked of identity. And what happened was, as a response from Moyes, we tried to go for a bit more expansive football under Graham Potter, and they went three at the back. And I personally don't like three at the back in the Prem. I don't think it's suitable for the only top teams can do it. I don't think average teams like well, sorry, I wouldn't I say average team because it's my team, mid-table
In
teams. I would
champions,
say,
you're not average. You lot
yeah,
actually,
mid-table.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. When you're in a mid-table position, I think it's difficult to play expansive in that way, and I don't think our team was suited for it, even though we had certain players for it, and that was our downfall, you know. So with Nuno, what I saw yesterday was structure, and even though you know, what I'm saying he's the kind of man like if he thinks it's a lost cause, he's like, let's not embarrass ourselves, let's not get beat 4-5-0. You can't do that because that's when like it gets depressing. That's what Moyes was good at. He'd always keep a score down to like to one goal if we lost the game, and the next
Respectable.
game we can go and spank teams. Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's what we expect as West Ham. They say what's the West Ham way? The West Ham way is making sure we stay competitive with the big teams and knock them over like we did Arsenal at home the last 2 seasons. That's the kind of levels that we're expecting. We didn't achieve it today, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. Every dog's got his day.
Yeah, it does, man. But you lot need your day like real quick, man. Because you lot are what, 19th right now, one win in five. You only scored 6 goals in 7 games and conceded 16. Albeit the majority of that would have been under Potter, right?
That would yeah, majority is yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just one draw, one loss under Nuno, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, the rest is all Potter.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I think you're right. Scoring is definitely a problem, even though and going on to the other issue, the only major issue dispute yesterday, but because it wasn't in terms of the result, it was meaningless, I would say, but that was not a pen, man. You know what I'm saying, you remember I telling you before about Diouf. I said he's a player.
Mm.
Who I didn't expect him was to be the result of a penalty yesterday. But if you look at that incident and when they made contact, it was outside of the
Outside the
box.
box. Yeah, that's not a penalty. I saw it. I saw it
You
as
know.
highlights. It's definitely not a penalty. I
So
can't.
this is where people are getting fed up with VAR, man. Because what's VAR? You know what I mean? You can see you can accept the referee making that type of mistake, but you can't accept VAR
So
when
did
they've got
VAR
man
not
just sitting down in
intervene?
the studio eating their popcorn and that, and they can't even go and see. You know what I'm saying with
So
their
they
lying
didn't
eyes,
intervene in
what's
that.
going on?
They didn't intervene in it.
They didn't intervene. They looked at it. They
Uh,
did look at it. and they
It's
said
good.
nothing to see her here. And the rules is meant to be is if the referee makes a mistake, that's when they look at it.
It's clear
You know what I'm
enough.
saying? And that was a mistake. You
Yeah,
could that was just clear defined. You can show like man was outside the box, but they're saying the contact continued
carried
in the
on.
box. Yeah, but the contact would continue in the box if they're falling over
Yeah, yeah,
outside the box.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they're
Man,
just making up rules as they go along.
VAR is nonsense. I remember years ago when we had David Luiz, he was running the attacker. I can't remember what team we were playing, but he got a straight red for it. The attacker was free
Mhm,
to goal. He's behind the attacker. The attacker's foot went up. He clipped David
mhm,
Luiz's knee and
mhm.
claimed that to be a foul. They gave a penalty and a red card for Luiz. That was VAR.
So
They
I'm saying
kept
it's a
ball because he
nonsense.
didn't make a genuine attempt to win the ball. It has to
Yeah, come
it's
on,
all
man.
BS, man. VAR, man. I don't even want to talk about
Uh-huh.
it too much. But I agree.
Exactly, man.
Not only do I agree
Insane.
with you, it's the truth. It wasn't a penalty. But to give my team some props here, we had a goal disallowed. Yes, that was offside as well. But
That was a foot offside.
yeah,
So I
yeah, it was
can't.
offside.
What you know what I'm
Um,
saying?
yeah, but like if we had scored that, if he was onside, I think we could have run away with the game by then. But it was definitely not.
Yeah, yeah. It was definitely a worry. I'll give you that. You know what I'm saying it was definitely a worry when that come in, and that's why I like the fact that my team showed resolve after that. And you know what I'm saying the truth is, you know, what I mean, my team wasn't in a good place before this game. Your team is in an ascendancy, and boy, we took a few stripes out yesterday. As I said, like Odegaard, that was a bad loss. You know what I'm saying I was happy to see him go off. I must admit, you know what I'm saying? And I think he might have got one other injury as well. So, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? We took a few man downs with us as well. And that's what I like. That shows that our team was showing effort. I mean, I don't like players getting injured, but it shows that our team made effort by, you know what I mean, getting a few jabs in there. So we'll
yeah,
see you back. We'll see you back at our place, you know what I'm saying? And by the time then, we should be in a stronger position. So next video I'll come on, I'll come on
I'll be honest.
telling you that, you know what I'm saying? That
One
we're
thing I
doing
have to
good.
say as well, obviously we're what they call legacy fans now, like we're the old fans. So
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like the
You know,
game's
you're,
gone
you're Emirates fans. You're not
hybrid.
Highbury fans. Yeah,
It's same
yeah.
with you lot, man. It's same with you lot. You lot are not at the bowling ground anymore. I feel like West Ham has lost its identity. A lot of clubs who have moved to new stadiums, modern stadiums, they've lost their identity, man, because they've sold all the rights to like these foreign millionaires, billionaires, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, West Ham isn't what it used to be. Arsenal isn't what they used to be. I do feel like Arsenal is now developing a new identity. I think we're in the middle of it because we've been at the Emirates for over 20 years now. So I think
Mm-hmm.
this new identity is forming. How long have you got the London Stadium for?
100 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
so,
right.
so, so, so there's no issue there. You know what I'm saying? We will be there. You know what I mean?
Form your identity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny you say about identity because I don't know the way I see it, and I'm not with the West Ham supporters or on our ownership, even though there is a lot of protests against our ownership. But the way I see it, like we're still like England and Arsenal are America really, because it's just an American club really now, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So obviously you got to you know what I'm saying, embrace that Disneyland type of mentality, you know what I'm saying, that world domination mentality where we're still, I mean, a traditional East London club, you know what I'm saying? That is our root, it's just where our supporters come from and whatnot. So we are on different paths in that respect. And that's why I say I don't really compare us to Arsenal, you know what I'm saying? Arsenal, you know what I mean, are like a international conglomerate, you know what I'm saying? American type of
Biggest club
club. It's
in the
not
world, bro.
really, pardon?
One of the biggest clubs in the world. Like,
Yeah, as West Ham are as well. If you check it, I feel like if it's like top 20 clubs in the world, like financially, West Ham are in there as well. But yeah, there's levels, you know, and so yeah, you know
there's
what I mean,
levels.
and
You
that's
say that.
why.
You say that there's levels, but me, I call myself a real Arsenal fan in the sense that I'm not delusional and all of that. We are
Mm,
such a massive team, but for a long time we
mm,
haven't behaved like it on and off the pitch. Yeah. On
Yeah,
look at when Leicester won the league. That should have been ours. If that was any other big top four team, there's no
yeah,
Leicesters winning that. We threw that away. The last three seasons,
yeah.
second. You know what I mean? Finishing second all the time. We if we
Yeah, so let's talk about that then. So you feel like,
Mm,
sorry to cut in. So let's talk about that then. So you think like Arsenal was entitled to win the league? Forget the Leicester year because Tottenham should have won it that year, if I recall rightly. But setting that one aside,
mm.
you think the last 2, 3 seasons you should have won the league?
We should have won it at least once. At least once. Um,
So which team was
possibly,
you better than? Which team was you better than out of Liverpool and Manchester in those years?
I think it was the very first year we challenged. I think we lost it to City,
You
and
say you were better than them.
I think we were hard done by early on by the refs. I remember we got that Declan Rice got that red card against Brighton, which was not a red card, and then we
Mm.
got some other dodgy decisions. Like within 5 games, we had like a couple more red cards, which were harsh. Like
Yeah.
when Trossard was clearing the ball whilst the referee's blowing for a foul or whatever it was, and he gives them a red card. And when you have red cards like that, and then I think either we lost, did we lose to Brighton? I think we lost to Brighton, and the one where Trossard kicked it away, we drew. Those could have been, that's 6 points there. And I think we lost the league by 2 or 3 points that time, I believe. I can't, don't quote me on it. But
No, you did. It was like 2 points. Yeah, something crazy like that.
so
But
I wouldn't
compared
say
to the
that we were
season
entitled.
prior to that.
I wouldn't say that we were entitled to win the league, no. But we were hard done by.
Exactly.
We're not entitled to
That's right.
because a big
Yeah.
club will go down to 10 men, yeah, or go one goal down and come back and win. Look at this season. I say Liverpool has been lucky, and yeah, maybe their luck's run out now because they've lost three on the bounce. But they've gone down one goal a few times and they've come back late to score. Yeah. They don't
Yeah.
talk about refereeing decisions or nothing like that. They make their own luck and they make sure they leave that place with the
But
three.
we know why, though, isn't it? We do know why. We can understand why.
Why? Tell me why.
Because they've won something.
And that is where I would differentiate myself from most delusional Arsenal fans. Yeah.
Hmm.
The day we win something, and yes, we've won FA Cups in the past, but
In the past,
we
yeah.
can't be joking about Tottenham and West Ham. Well, especially Tottenham, saying, "Oh, what do you
Hmm.
think of Tottenham? Shit, what do you think of shit Tottenham?" They're European
Hmm.
Cup winners, yeah,
That's right. And West Ham as well.
and West Ham as well. Whether it's a Conference
Hmm.
League or not, was it a Conference or European League? Europe.
It was conference. It was conference. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think we have any bragging rights over that. We,
Yeah. Chelsea won the conference
yeah.
just last year. You know what I'm saying? So
We a lot of these fans like to talk like, they got their chest out like, oh, we're this big Arsenal, we were invincible, blah blah blah, and I'm proud of that. But what are we doing now? Do you know what I mean? You can't be talking with that same chest and your team ain't winning nothing. You need to
yeah.
walk away with something, and I believe right now this season, I genuinely think we've got a better squad than anybody.
You've got the best squad. I think I'd say you've probably got the most balanced squad in the league, and I think that's why I mean when I was talking about the 250 million that you guys have spent, it's not insulting, it's just facts. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at it just this morning, so which was crazy was that, and I said net spend, yeah, because our total spend over the summer was 155 million. So say just under half of what you spent, but we brought in 50 odd million, like with Kuda's sell. And whereas with you guys didn't even sell no one, just pure 250 mil. So that shows like your club is, you know what I'm saying? So you
I'm
have
concerned
to.
about that. I feel like financial fair play is gonna come at us somewhere, somehow. Because we give people away. We don't even sell. We give people away. Look at Mavropanos. How much you bought him for?
Yeah, like 30 mil, something like that.
We sold him for $3 million.
We
Olympiacos.
got There you go. I know. Yeah, yeah, that's how it goes, man. But yeah, I think you have. I think Arteta's done a good job. I think you've got to win something this season. That's for definite. You know what I'm saying, with the amount of money that's spent, and I think this is the fair. Now that you've got a striker, you finally got a striker in. I think here's the time to go and see it. And Liverpool are wobbling right now. You know what
They
I'm
are, yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, so I wish you guys good luck. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure that you know what I'm saying it's Spurs we don't like, and Millwall. You know what I'm saying? We don't mind Arsenal. So we don't we'll take this loss on the chin and move on. I think in Nuno we trust. I think we're gonna have a good season this season. I think now that he's got a young midfield, got more energy, dynamism in there. I said with Somerville and Bowen on the wings, I think we can do really well. Up front, yeah, it does still worry me. We had to bring a youngster on Marshall yesterday to go and cover our German attacker. Who for some reason, Fulkrug, sorry, yeah. Now Fulkrug, he's a worry to me. Real worry. I don't know. Do you know we was meant to get Duran
John Durant.
from yeah, from Villa, and we
Mm.
wouldn't pay an extra 5 mil. And this is why they don't like our chairman. We ended up getting Fulkrug on the back of the Euros, his performance in Euros, because he was much cheaper, but he was 30 years old. And look at the result.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Has he? I guess he hasn't hit the ground running, has he?
No, he got bought last season. He scored a couple of goals, but he was mostly injured this season. He had a good pre-season this season. Started for Germany in the last break, and he was looking good. Got injured there. Then Newcastle striker, the German, Wagner, or whatever his name is. I'm not good with names, as you can tell. He's come on, replaced him in the German national team and banging it in Newcastle, whereas Fulkrug is like, he's not doing well. We've got, what's his name? We've got, as a backup, Callum Wilson,
Yeah,
but
from
for some
Newcastle.
reason, yeah, but the manager didn't bring him on. So yeah, that's the only thing that worries me. We need to get a striker in January, and then then hopefully we can make some strides.
So who do you think you should go for then? You got anybody?
Interesting one. You know what I'm saying? There's not. Do you know what we think we should go for? Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think I'd go for your. I think he would suit brilliantly for West Ham.
I think he
Right
likes
age
London.
profile.
I think he likes London, and I think it's. I never thought of it, and we do need to get rid of him. So yeah, we can palm him off to you. He's a good player, man. I think
Yeah,
he'll link with your attack well.
exactly.
That's a good shot.
Uh, yeah, him and who's the Man United boy who's playing for Marseille right now? The
Oh,
young, the one who got in trouble. Yeah.
you
Um,
say? Oh, I know who you're on about. Oh
what
God,
is got in trouble with the young girl? But I would take him as well. Good attacker,
good finisher. Well,
excellent finisher. Yes. So yeah, if we can get a striker, then I think and with Nuno's very known for his for having a stable squad, good defense, everything's from the defense. We need to be a defensive team again, just like under Moyes. I think once we get back that structure, we'll be back in teams' faces with Paqueta, with Somerville, with Bowen, you know what I'm saying, and a good striker.
mm.
Next time at our ground, man, I'm saying, we'll be
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna be blowing bubbles at the ground,
we'll
yeah.
be blowing bubbles, mate, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean? So it's not all doom and gloom over here, man, you know what I'm saying? We can give respect to what you guys are doing and still back our team. And I think East London will be back.
Yeah, man,
Trust me, Danny.
we can't afford for West Ham to go down, man. You guys are a staple in the Premier League, man. You know, you're a good
Yeah,
club.
yeah,
I don't know about how well you run or whatever, so I'm not going to speak about that. But you're a good club, man. You got a big stadium. That stadium can't be in the Championship, man. You guys need to pull out of that, man. Pull your socks up and get out of 19th at least.
yeah,
Try and fight with
yeah. No,
United, man. These man, like I know they got a win yesterday, but that's what you need to go for. Try and aim to get higher than them. I think you can. I really do. Yeah. But anyway,
yeah,
Uncle Mark, thanks for coming on the show, man. I really, really appreciate it, man. Bless
yes. Bless up, rude boy, man. You know what I'm saying?
and
We'll catch
hopefully,
up soon. Hopefully in the sunshine, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to go put this on just to like, project. You know what I'm saying? Being where you are in a nice heat, man. So no respect, man. You know
all
what I'm
right.
saying
Bless.
each and every.
Guys, like the video if you like the video, like and share. And tell us in the comments what you think. Yeah, big up.
Peace.